All right, so we got a GE refrigerator here. We're in the freezer section. And if you're experiencing your ice cubes melting, the fresh food section not cold enough, you want to go to the freezer section. Now, the evaporator, that piece that is covered in ice, the fan which is up top, which blows air into the fresh food section, it has to pull the air from the bottom and it pushes it up through that evaporator. So when it's frosted over, it's not able to move any air. So what happens, the unit end up not being cooled, both sections. So right now the freezer is fully frozen. So we're going to do a good defrost. Now you can use your heat gun. On these older units you can. By the way, that is the wire that was attached to the heater. We are going to actually cover it up so that the unit can still be put back into service. If you don't have a heater, you can run it without a heater, or leave the heater connected and order a new one. It will freeze up again in about 7 days, about a week, if you don't open the door very often. So basically, we're going to be going over testing the heater to verify that the heater is bad. And once you verify that the heater is bad, make sure you fully defrost the unit. If you don't do that, you're going to be back in it and the unit will never cool properly. It takes the heater a while to melt this kind of ice because this is not a normal occurrence, so to say. Normally, the fridge goes into defrost daily, every 8 hours or so. So it depends on the model, but it goes into defrost to maintain a very clean evaporator. So when the unit is not able to defrost, you say for about 7 or 8 days, then it ices over. Now, after you're done fully defrosting, you want to make sure you go back over it. If you're using a heat gun, then take your time and just let the ice melt, because this is what's going to guarantee the unit to have maximum extraction of heat. The fan has to pull air through those coils, and if they're frozen or restricted, then the unit will not cool, or at least cool properly. So, all right, so we're going to be showing you how to check or test the heater from the GE, and you can check them in different ways with the meter. By the way, that's the wires. If you're going to remove your heater, make sure you tape them up with electrical tape. You do not want to have 120 volts hitting any components in that unit when it goes into defrost. That goes for both of them. And if you have a burnt wire, you need to either order the harness or splice it and put it back together properly so that you have a good connection. Any connections that are not secure, they will eventually heat up and can cause problems. All right, we're just going to put one screw in this unit, and we're going to be waiting for the heater to come in. Now we're going to be jumping into showing you how to check the heater itself. All right, so we just used the meter. We check for continuity. Now we're using 120 volts. This is on a cheater cord, and we're actually inserting it and turning on the heater. So this would be what you would have when the heater is working correctly. All right, it glows, and it maintains the temperature. Now, when your freezer is not, well, when your fridge section is not cooling, if you notice the ice cubes are melting on a GE side-by-side, even on a French door as well. This is the heater on a side-by-side. Now you're gonna have a 9-inch, which is shorter, and then some will be this guy. This is a 12-inch, I think. Now, the issue with this unit, it was icing up, and you can see how it's melted, even bulged. Hope you can see it right there. So the wire is pretty melted. Now, I'm gonna check this heater, see if it's any good. Obviously, it's no good. It's sitting here with me, but a lot of times when you have a heater that's burnt like this, it might check or test bad, but it's still good, but you don't want to reuse it, even if it's testing good. The contact point here is so badly burnt, and you can't clean it properly. So, and then if you look at here, you can see there's a gasket on the inside. The water can seep in and do damage. So if you're having a defrost issue, the first thing you want to do is defrost the bottom off the evaporator and get this out and check it. You'd set your meter, continuity, and insert. Sometimes it's easier to just use the meter lead, which I will on this one. See, he's not beeping. Sometimes you gotta scratch to get a good contact. Nothing. All right, so let's open this thing up. I want to show you where it failed. Now, these, you just get rid of them. And I think this was an aftermarket. It's not a GE. GE, the thing, the molding is a lot more solid. So this is definitely aftermarket. This is the portion that melts the ice or your defrost. All right, so we can lift this out. Sometimes they just melt off or broken off right on the inside. Take a look. See that? So he's bad. Totally burnt. That's the gasket I was talking about. Gasket, so it looks pretty good. So moisture got in somehow. Oh yeah, look how brittle. So, all right, that's GE. They're normally pretty good though. Even the aftermarket, I've seen the aftermarket last probably 2-3 years. So, but it does not look like an old unit at all. So, all right guys, so thanks for watching.